What's up, guys? We're back. I put another compilation type video together of clips I found on X, as you can see in the tabs above me here, or on the top of the screen here. So this will be cool. Again, viewer discretion advised. Some of these are a little more R-rated than the stuff that we typically see on that I find on YouTube. So bear that in mind. With that said, a couple of things. First off, we're still running our fundraiser for Azov's International Battalion, the battalion that I am in. We're currently at 68,000 of 100,000 total, which is absolutely incredible. And we have partnered with Preston Stewart and Zigos Pa. Zigos Pa is the charity. Preston Stewart is, I mean, if you know who I am, you know who he is. He is a big-time YouTuber that does content breakdowns and stuff. Sorry, guys. I just woke up. It's early here, and I look like shit. But we're out here. We're out here working. We could jump into it here. If you're interested in and able to donate, or maybe you know somebody who can donate, the link will be in the description below, as well as our application for Azov's International Battalion. We are recruiting. It is absolutely going to be one of the most solid units you're going to find here in Ukraine as far as a foreign fighter is concerned, bar none, hands down. Okay. So first video I queued up. It's a different one. It's actually Russians on Russians, believe it or not. Only Russians in this video, and they're getting in a disagreement and then apparently like a fist fight or some kind of struggle physically. This was taken by a Russian drone. So let's check this out.
Так. FPV на подльоті. Акапулька, наводься, будь ласка, на укриття.
Що це таке? Дуже смішно.
Just kidding. Those are animals. I don't know. What are those animals? Groundhogs? Anyways, this is actual footage from a Russian drone taken on the front line of just some groundhogs having a turf war, apparently. But that's funny as shit. I saw that. I was like, I got to show this. All right. Now serious shit. Footage of Ukrainian forces sweeping trenches, taking down Russian troops. Cool song.
Боже, дай мені ще трохи сил. Я ще не забув і не простив. Кажуть, що
Oh shit.
що посієш врешті, та й пожнеш. Більш нема ні страху, ні жалю. Я свідомо йду на цю війну. Не відступати і не здаватись. А більше нічого боятись. Хай у небі ворог кружляє.
I don't know if I could show that, to be honest, but as you can see, these Ukrainians, it looks like they're primarily dead checking these guys, meaning making sure they are actually dead, and not just playing dead or wounded. Or we've seen oftentimes, I mean, the Russians can still try to kill you and still actually do it successfully while they're on their way out and they're dying, right? They'll tuck a grenade up under themselves, and then they die, right? But their body's holding the spoon. So when you're coming up to check the bodies, you roll this guy over, boom, the spoon pops off, live frag grenade right there. We've seen Russians do this booby, and they'll booby trap their dead comrades that way as well. Also, this is crazy. Picking up a frag like this in a trench. Ouch. His GoPro got dirty here. This is just another perfect example of how gnarly these trench fights can be, man. These trenches are what? They're no deeper than 4 feet, maybe at the highest. And the Russians are just lobbing grenades over fairly accurately too. Those first two came right up in front of this guy. I was actually surprised by that. And they don't even run back. They just fall back, wait for him to explode, pop back up, continue pushing. I mean, nuts, dude. All right, let's move on. Which one is this? Oh, yeah. This says, point of view from the Ukrainian soldier, everything is against them, even the trees. And you'll see what that means here. So, shrapnel wound to the back right here. These guys are obviously medics trying to work on it. This is artillery fire, it sounds like. Alright, so let's break that down for a second, because that is chaotic, dude. Holy shit. So, oh shit, great pause. They're working on these two casualties, it looks like, behind the tiny bit of cover they could find. Danger close RD round right here. Swam! Smokes the base of this tree over here. And this tree that just has the sharpest looking branches known to man just falls directly on our casualties and the medic here. Schwap! And you can see the medic start like panicking, like, get off my casualties, get off my casualties. Crazy. From my understanding, these guys ended up okay, though, these Ukrainian soldiers, which is always good to hear. This is another popular one. I believe this was in Bakhmut, but I wanted to watch it again. These Ukrainians are held up in this really tall building. Straight up urban warfare, and the Russians are actually running into the bottom of their building here. You see them coming from here?
волів. Молю свій рід силу цих полів. Розум холодний, як арес волів. Тіло моє залізний плід небесних ковалів. Ворог за...
Such shit, dude. This kind of urban environment. Let me know in the comments what you would prefer. The forest, like we just saw in that last clip, or an urban environment like this. Take everything into consideration. Aerial bombs, FPVs, dropper drones, tanks. Everything's going to be the same. The enemy threat will be the same in both locations. Which one would you rather be in? And you might be thinking, like, how did he not hit this guy? This is probably a much more difficult shot than it looks like in this footage. And he may have hit him. He just kept moving. Which one is this one? Oh, yeah. Russian assault attacked by FPVs. Watch. So this is from the Russian perspective here. They're getting up on the tank. Whatever. The FPVs come in. The worst part of every mission, in my opinion, and probably the Russians' opinion as well, the infills and the exfills, man. This is a perfect example why. So the Peter was hit, right? The Russian was hit, obviously, in the stomach, bled into his shit here. They got him to some kind of a stabilization point somewhere. He's got an IV in his arm. This dude's wearing flip-flops and gloves, so they're at some kind of a medical facility. That just shows you how the FPVs specifically have changed infills and exfills, man. I mean, that's why any kind of vehicle and logistics supply pathways are virtually non-existent on both sides of the front line, right? On the Russian side and the Ukrainian side. As far as those drones can reach, you can't bring vehicles in, really. And this is what happens when you do, typically. And, oh yeah, okay. This is a little bit of a longer one. And then we got, hold on, let's see what else we have. I wanted to show, oh yeah, we got Khan's footage. And, oh, okay. So we'll save this longer one. Let's watch Khan's footage. This is, hold on. This right here, Khan, I knew him as Benji. He is a South Korean national, but had been living in France for a long time. Prior military, came to Ukraine. I served with him in the Legion. He went off to a different unit. Him and I in the Legion went to different units. Anyways, he ended up in Gore, International Legion Gore, and fighting. And I wanted to this is his personal footage I want to show. This guy's an absolute savage, dude. Khan, he is just a soldier through and through, man. He's the type of guy that would go on a mission and it was hell, and then everybody gets back and everybody's like, holy shit, I'm out for a while. And Khan's like, all right, I'll go back. I want to go back. He wants to go back. He's that guy, right? Crazy. Check him out. Looks like he's got, I just found him here on Twitter. I'm kind of new to, or X. I'm new to the whole X game. See what I did? X Games. I'm new to the whole X thing, so I'm learning still, but this is him. Check him out. Let's watch this one. Intense first-person combat footage, Ukrainian soldiers attacking Russian positions. Oh, yeah. I wanted to show you this just to show what a realistic assault looks like, right? It's not Navy SEAL style. You get up on some sleeping Russians and hit them with suppressed weapons. Granted, that stuff does happen here, I'm sure. We've seen some videos kind of similar to that, but this is much more accurate. The enemy sees you coming from kilometers away because there's drones on you at all times. They're watching you. They radio in for fire support. And now you're still assaulting, still continuing the mission under direct or indirect fire.
Кроем, пацаны, лежим, пацаны, не высовываем. Вам, сука, пидоров. Потихо тобой, Саня.
Jeez.
Блять.
Yeah.
Давай. Пошел, я... Засань! Сюда! Ложи!
You know it was a big shell when debris is just raining on you for the next 30 seconds. Like, that's how long there's just still shit falling on you from that hit. This is a much more realistic example. These guys right here, super bunched up. This might be, I don't know when this was filmed, okay? This is scary to me. You don't want to be bunched up like this. You see the size of these artillery shells landing. One of those can eliminate half of that element easily. But these guys are obviously also not new to this. These guys had took some extremely close shots. Boom. And they lay down, they get back up, they keep moving. These guys, these are not your average Joes either. So
Лежим, пацаны, не высовываем.
that dude didn't even yell or anything. He was just like, back up into the fight. Holy shit. Okay, we'll leave it at that, guys. That's a good way to end it. So, again, we're running this fundraiser. We are going to have some, I don't know if you would call them gifts, but stuff that we're going to be sending to people who donate X amount of dollars. That'll all be probably released on Preston's channel, and I'll put the link to the fundraiser here as well. If you are willing and able, the support is appreciated beyond belief. We have like 150 something items on this list that we're purchasing with this fundraiser, with these fundraiser funds, and they are all directly going to the boys still there on the front line fighting every day. They are things like your thermal optics that make a huge difference on the battlefield. Things like the thermal cloaks to hide your heat signature from thermal drones and thermal imagers. ATVs for Kazivac. I mean, you name it, man. There's 150 something items on this list that has been meticulously gone through because we've gone to each commander asking, what do your boys need? What do your boys need? What do your boys need? All within the international battalion. This is all going to the foreigners here in Azov. So, click the link if you want to come join. 4308, baby. If you want to come join us here at Azov, The link is in the description below. Let me be clear. I'm not talking about I'm not trying to just pull people off their couch from back home and say, hey, come die in the fucking most dangerous war in the world. No, I'm talking to the crazy bastards like me who'd already decided to come to Ukraine, but want to be in an effective and statistically safer unit than some of the other not so foreigner friendly units. Okay, I'm talking about the people that already have their plane tickets, or they're about to buy their tickets, or they're already in Ukraine, or you got a buddy in Ukraine, whatever. Send them this link, click the link, fill out the application. It's a few questions, and then our recruiters hit you up in like an hour or something. It's actually absurd how fast our recruitment team is. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you in the next video.